Is this Boomland? This ain't Boomland, is it?
I don't know. Yeah?
Yeah, this it. I don't know what I was. Yeah, this it.
This is fireworks. I don't pay no attention. I just rely on you.
Yeah. Well, I don't come up here that often, so.
Yeah, but we knew it was kind of close. We had a few miles.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was in Boomland or I knew I was getting close, so. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you last time I was here, there was a dude that went down to my hometown and bought a motorcycle. And we pulled up to the pumps, and he went out there at Victoria. See, that was 700-800 miles, picking up that motorcycle.
Right.
And we met him right here.
Okay.
Right at this pump here with that white car is. And we just started talking. He's like, yeah, I just came from Victoria. You know how one thing led to another? And he said, yeah, I just came to pick this bike up in Victoria. I said, that's my hometown.
Right. Boomland is what Buc-ee's will want to be. You're wrong for that, Mitch. I can't believe you said that. Mitch, that came straight from Mitch. I'm just reading Mitch's mind. I forgot to tell you, Mitch, I'm a mind reader. I was reading your mind.
This is a wannabe Buc-ee.
It's a wannabe. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that Goldwing killer, the Suo 2000. It wants to be a Goldwing.
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris. I'm out on the Goldwing. I'm out here in Boomland, Missouri, or is that the name of this store? But either way, I'm out here at the Boomland, out here in Missouri. We fixing to get on the road, riding with Long Haul, and hopefully our next stop will be in Effingham. We're gonna try to get on the road. Are you with us, Mitch?
Right there with you.
All right. Long Haul says that Boomland is what they call a Buc-ee knockoff. You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. Long Haul.
You got that mercy break off this time, don't you?
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, we got the mercy break off. We got cameras on. Audio is on. And we're going to get on the road.
You got what's left of the mercy break.
Got left. I tell you what. Let me do this here. Since you said that.
Yeah.
I'm going to just turn on my mercy brake in neutral and see if I can still push my bike.
Oh, okay. See what you got left?
Yeah. It's not holding.
It ain't holding at all.
I mean, not really. It ain't holding like it's supposed to.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
It ain't adjusted back yet.
Well, I don't even know if it adjusts back. I might have burnt the pad up.
Oh yeah, the pad back there.
Yeah, I have to look in. I'll check it when I get back. I had one of my viewers had asked me to show how to change it out. So I guess this would force my hand.
Oh yeah, it's about time for you.
I'm gonna let this truck on by. He coming kind of hard. All right, so we're leaving Boomland. Long Haul call it a Buc-ee's knockoff. You're wrong for that. Why you call it a Buc-ee's knockoff?
Well, actually, it looks pretty good. Actually, it's better than a Buc-ee's. They got cheaper prices.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Oh, yeah. You gotta have a checkbook when you go into the Buc-ee's back home.
Yeah, I had to adjust my backrest.
Oh,
all right, so we're...
Yeah, I thought you were talking about your whole seat. I was like, talking about the backrest.
No, just the backrest. It's got a little turn screw. So sometimes you can wear a jacket that has that little arm in the back, and you need more room. You need the seat to push back a little bit. You need the backrest to push back. But if you put on just a T-shirt, you may want to move it up a little bit, so you have to turn that little screw, and it'll adjust it. You can do it by hand. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I have the same back, I think.
Okay. So long haul. Why did you say that Boomland is a bucket knockoff? why did you say that, man?
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind. You know, back home in Texas, we got the world's largest convenience store.
Right.
But they got one up on us right there. They sell fireworks. Ours don't sell fireworks.
This lane is in and going to the left.
All right, right behind you.
Well, the thing about that Boomland, it's in a convenient place, and they get a lot of visitors, a lot of traffic up through there. So I mean, I would stop there. I have no problem stopping at Boomland. Matter of fact, anytime I come this way, I'll stop in Boomland. But it's nothing compared to a bucket. But I mean, out here, I mean, hey, you gotta, don't knock it.
They had a real nice, cheap breakfast.
And this person in front of me, man, he just going extra slow. And the next tractor trailer is 200 yards in front of him.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, that's more than 200. That's a quarter mile.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, they had a pretty... I actually got the bologna sandwich that they had there at Boomland. And I asked the girl when I ordered, I said, is it thick cut or is it thin sliced? She said, it's thick cut. I said, okay, well, give me a bologna sandwich. Fried bologna sandwich. But when I opened it up, when it came out, it was thin cut.
Oh.
And I almost said something to her, but I said, you know what? This is not a bucket. Let me get up out of here. I said, this is not even a bucket, man. It's not even worth sometimes you got to lose a battle to win the war.
Yeah, this fell up here, it gave me 220 miles.
See how they not coming over? See, I don't have time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they get further behind. That's okay.
Right. They caught up to look. And then once they get here, they'll just hang back.
I'll let you know if they get close to my bubble. I'll tell you if we need to get over. If they start getting close to me, then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so how many miles you showing now on your...
I'm showing 168.
Yeah, I'm at 214.
Oh, okay. I had better gas mileage in tour mode than I did with...
That's right. I just left mine in tour.
With Econ.
So if I put it in Econ right now, what would happen? Just nothing?
You would have to slow down for it to kick on because it'll start just flashing.
Okay.
You slow down.
All right, let me try that.
So it'll just start flashing.
Yeah, it kicked over. I'm gonna leave it in that mode.
It's gonna show it, but it don't kick on until it stops flashing. Is it flashing?
No, it kicked on. It flashed. I let off the gas and then it kicked on.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
But that's all I need for what we doing. I'm gonna see how much better gas mileage I get.
Yeah, you probably do good on two wheels on the Econ. I usually throw the Econ when I get down to, my fuel is, I'm getting kind of low and I need to stretch it out. Then I'll go to Econ at that point. Yeah, long haul, my bike is pretty much set up for the road, wind deflectors, heavy accessorized, my phone mounts, cup holders, everything is set up for the long haul.
Oh, so you're gonna change your name to Chris Caliente, the long haul?
The long haul rider, huh? No, I ain't gonna bother your name, man.
I ain't got no theme song though.
Right. You ain't got no theme song. Chris Caliente, the long haul rider. They got a hell of a ring to it, but I don't see people's names.
That's a good one. I can give you that one. I can lend that one out to you.
Right, you can lend that one out to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. I'm riding from Coast to Coast. I'm about to run you on out there to California with me next time, man.
Yeah, one of these times I'm gonna cut out there when the weather's right. I'm not gonna go in the winter, summertime.
We'll go in the springtime.
Yeah, we go around September or so. Even October, I don't know.
I want to take you out there.
Huh?
I want to take you out there in mid-July so you can feel the full effect.
No. Hey, you gotta remember, I'm from Texas now. They don't get a whole lot hotter.
Right. Through that.
And we stay hot for a long time. About 8, 9 months out of the year.
And then another reason, too, people, ask me a lot of times, kind of change the subject a little bit. They'll complain about me being in the left lane.
Yeah.
But,
which is against the law.
It's safer for a motorcycle. But, so first of all, if something come out them woods, at least you got an opportunity to see it. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, I understand.
I know what you're saying.
I understand on paper. What the left lane, I understand all that. But there's a real life, there's a real world, and there's the book. Now, the book may say, don't ride in the left lane unless you're passing. But in real world, on a motorcycle, you're close to those woods, and something come out, you don't even have a chance to react.
I never thought about that. I said I never thought of that.
Yeah, if something come out, at least you got maybe 1 second to react. But over there, if something come out, you don't have no time to react.
Hey, that's a good one. That's justifiable now.
I mean, people, you got to survive out here, man. I mean, you got to think like that, just like, I understand they sitting back looking at you on the TV screen or on the computer screen or on their phone going, well, why don't he get in the right lane? Well, I can't get in the right lane. But if something come out them woods, I don't have no time to react. So you either can ride in the left lane and don't oppose traffic, risk getting a ticket, or you can ride in the right lane and risk getting something coming out, wiping you out.
Yeah.
So, to each his own, man. I just let them talk because I know what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I saw the ticket, especially at nighttime when
Man, I get to the left. Not that something can't happen to the right, but man, when something come out, you don't have time to react. Right now, we are crossing over into Illinois.
What river is this?
This is the Mississippi River.
The mighty Mississippi.
Yeah, the mighty Mississippi. It runs all the way from wherever it runs to where I think it dumps out into the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Or near to the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay. So where does it start at?
Where it starts?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's somewhere up there. Is it
Minnesota?
I'm not sure. Does it run all the way up to Lake Erie or run up that way or somewhere?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'm not sure.
I want to see that day in history.
We are crossing into Illinois. Yeah, you gotta keep it tight on these roads, but them truckers, they plan to jump over, man. They don't give a crap. If there is any truck drivers watching this video and you see some bikes on the road, let the bikes pass you before you jump over. Don't just jump in between the bikes just because you don't want to slow down because a truck is in front of you. If there are some bikes on the road, let the bikes by you first before you jump over to the left lane and clog up the lane for 5 or 6 miles. FYI to my truck drivers. Most of the people that are watching my video are truck drivers. You'll be surprised how many Caliente viewers are truck drivers. So if you're watching this video and you're driving truck, if you're riding down the road on the highway and you see some bikes, whether it's a Harley or Goldwings, Suwo 2000s or wherever people are riding, don't jump in the left lane in the middle of their pack because you don't want to slow down. Give the bikers a chance to get past you, then come over. FYI. All right, Longhorn, I see you back there. You still on?
Yeah, we called back up. We were kind of losing communication there. So the top up there when you were talking.
Yeah, thanks to Mr. Big Truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All he had to do was wait one more second, I would have been by him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have to come over, but that's why I was giving a public service announcement to my truck drivers. Now, what were we talking about before? We was talking about something. I lost my train of thought.
The gun laws.
Oh, yeah. If you carry a firearm in Tennessee, Texas will recognize your concealed license. You know, but you go in certain states like Illinois, I don't think they'll recognize Tennessee. I'm not sure if they don't recognize anybody else's, or just Tennessee is one of the states that fall under who they do not recognize. But I know a lot of bikers and motorists don't like traveling through Illinois because they don't recognize the gun laws in certain states.
Well, I think they ought to treat it like, there's a law in Texas, I don't know if anywhere else. You can't spit on it. You can get a ticket for spitting on the sidewalk. Right. Okay. But I don't think they will ever give anybody a ticket for spitting on the sidewalk.
Right.
So that's what I think they should treat the guns. If you ain't out there shooting people or whatever, let the man get on through your state.
If I was an officer, I wouldn't. If I see somebody spit on the sidewalk, I would pretend I didn't even see him. I would pretend to not even see him. You know what I'm saying? Because how painted can you get?
Well, then, like I say, you never know if a bug flew in their mouth, they had to spit it out. Right then. I mean, that's being real petty right there.
Right. I mean, what if you had to regurgitate because of something you ate? Come on. I would just pretend I didn't even see it.
You can miss it, write the ticket and go into court.
Right.
They'll laugh at all. You ain't got nothing else to do. They out there robbing the bank right next door. And you write this man a ticket for spitting on the sidewalk.
That's foolish. That's what you call foolishness gone to seed. Gone to seed. Foolishness gone to seed. He could have ate some food from Boomland or something. He could have had a bologna sandwich out of Boomland. You're wrong for that, bitch. I can't believe Miss said that.
Oh man.
That's terrible.
Well, I hope the employees never see your video. Because, the next time I go through there, I'll probably, on my way back, I'll probably stop in Boomland.
Okay. Hey, but seriously, though, I will stop in Boomland anytime I come through there.
Yeah, I am.
But it's not a bucket, but, it'll work.
Yeah, it'll work. When you out here we was in Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah, that'll work. For Arkansas.
You gotta have the kind of card reader that'll scan the people's card without sticking the card in the slot. So they haven't even got that yet.
They ain't got that yet?
Because I prefer not to stick my card in the slot at a pump. Yeah. I will, but I prefer not to.
Well, you know what's happening? If you don't lock it in there.
Yeah, that's true too.
I had to do that before, and I had to go through it. All kind of troubles, and when I had to store it to the lady, she couldn't get it out. I don't know how it finally came out, but it took a while. About 10 minutes before I could get my card back.
See, Boomland don't have a scan. You got to stick your card in the pump.
Yeah, they're a little bit behind.
They behind. You know what I mean? I ain't knocking them, but
yeah, they're catching up to Bucky. It'll take another five
well, they pretty much want to be a bucket. But I mean, back, to be honest with you, years ago, that was it. Boomland was,
Oh yeah.
But you're gonna always have somebody trying to do better. So bucket, I don't know how long Bucket's been around, but hands down, Bucket's is better. And that's coming straight from long haul. I'm just echoing his sentiment. Trailer pulling pretty straight that long haul?
What was that again?
My trailer pulling pretty straight back
there?
Oh,
yeah. It's pulling pretty straight.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, you gonna try to convince me on this trip to get me a trailer, ain't you?
What you said, long haul? I see how people can fall to the pressure and ride with me.
I hope we don't pass a whole bunch of them for sale somewhere. I know you're gonna talk me into it.
You're gonna talk you into it. You gotta be careful, man. Ride with cat.
Hey, look, I'm gonna put the first $500 down on it. you just pay me back when you get a chance.
You just pay me back. You just make the first payment. I'm telling you, man, what you just said. Telling you, man. You know, I used to have guys, you know, started riding with me. They didn't have no trailers. And they would see how convenient it is for me to have my trailer. They would get a trailer. And the next guy get a trailer. The next guy get a trailer. And then people started saying, I can't ride with Chris because I don't have a trailer.
Well, see right now, Chris, you done spoiled them. You done got that scooter, and you really put the pressure on them. They can't get a scooter till they get a trailer, and then they will get that scooter.
Right, they got to have. Now, I would tell you this, long haul. I didn't bring my scooter with me this time. I had it in there, but I
back there. I couldn't tell. I couldn't. Yeah.
No, I took it out. I had it in there, but I was like, I'm not gonna use this.
Yeah, you're not.
Take it out.
Yeah, certain situations you ain't gonna use that in Naptown. I don't think. I don't think it'd be too wise to ride around it.
If I was going to a heavy populated area, a big tourist town, I would take my scooter. But on this trip, I just figured I wasn't gonna need it.
Yeah, you only gonna be there a few days. You probably have time to ride it.
Right. So I said I'll bring it next time, but.
Yeah, I thought it was in there. I couldn't tell. I saw so much stuff in there. I didn't know what it was. I don't know if you got a chair in there. I don't know what was that.
Yeah, I got a chair in there. Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's probably what I saw.
Right.
But I was looking for it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it. I was because I took everything out of my trailer. I sat the scooter in there. And then I started putting the other stuff in there. Then I got to thinking, you ain't gonna ride this thing. You just carrying it around for extra weight. So I just took it out. I said, I'll take it on another trip.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But people may want to see that because, you know, they keep asking you, what kind of scooter is it and stuff. So that'd be a good show and tell right there.
Yeah, I did it in Key West. I pulled it out the trailer and showed them when I was in Key West. Uh-huh. I'll leave a link to that video.
Yeah.
For people that want to see it.
Yeah, but like I said, I've seen all the videos you had. It looks so neat. You're going across all those bridges and stuff. It's like...
Right.
And that saved you a whole bunch of walking. You never would have walked that same path you wouldn't have walked.
And then when you in like heavy populated areas where people walking and you put up on your scooter, man, they look at you like, man, I wish I was him.
Yeah, I wish I was him. There's a lot of walking.
Right. It saved you a lot of walking, man. I'm glad I bought it. I do not regret it.
Well, like I say, it fits your style of riding, the places you go.
Yep. Yeah, I love the scooter, man. And then I said, you know what? If my bike broke down, I can get on the scooter and ride to the next. That's another good reason to have a scooter. Look, it's got a 25-mile range on it. So if you broke down, if you ran out of gas, you can get on the scooter and ride to the gas station.
That's right. You have a plan, anything. You just go there.
Have a plan. I thought about it. That's why I almost brought it, but I said, I don't think I'm going to need it. Because I'm not going to hardly leave my bike if it breaks down. But if I was in a situation to where I needed, you know, if I broke down, you know, hop on a scooter to go, you know.
Yeah, and if you go get help. You know, if you ever ran out of gas, you could ride to the gas station, get you a gallon, and come on back.
Right.
I mean, you know, that's going to be kind of rare. You have to be really not paying attention to run out of gas on a motorcycle.
Right.
For they love to get on people's face.
Right. That man had...
They'll run over you to get that guy, run over him.
Right. Exactly. They'll run over you just to get a truck that ain't moving in space. Stupid clown.
run you off the road, and that guy's already on the shoulder. Right.
It ain't like he was standing outside. If he was standing outside, I could understand him want to move over, but he's got a truck with reflector triangles parked around it, and you still want to change lanes. But when we was in California one year, and a rider had a breakdown, we was on the side of the road. They wasn't changing lanes. They was riding right past us.
Yeah, well, they made it a law in Texas now. I don't know if it's everywhere, but you get a ticket if you see any kind of flashing light. Tow truck. If you see a tow truck, anytime them lights on and you pass it, you can't get a ticket.
Right.
They didn't hit too many officers, too many policemen that got killed by helping somebody else writing a ticket or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good law. Should have been in effect years ago.
Yeah, you see law enforcement on the side of the road, you need to move over. But a truck driver that's just parked over there or whatever, okay. Now this is one of the things I don't. There's two advantages. There's an advantage and disadvantage to riding to Indianapolis on 57. The advantage is that it's a shorter distance to get from Memphis to Indy on 57. The negative side that it's real, like, I ain't gonna use the word desolate, but it's more wooded and tall grass and wildlife that come out. So that's the only thing I don't like about 57. Like I said, there's always an advantage and disadvantage to everything. High grass. I don't like high grass. They need to cut this grass.
Oh yeah, right in the middle.
Yeah, they need to cut in the middle and on the side. Because it ain't going to cut itself. But that's the one thing about 57 is, it's got a lot of scrubbery. How we looking back there, long haul? Looking good?
Looking good. I think somebody getting ready to come up on us. He just got on that left-hand lane. The right-hand lane. But like he's coming pretty strong, so I'll see how close he gets.
Oh, okay.
There's a black vehicle, no lights on.
Oh, okay.
I think it's black or blue. I can't make out blue truck look like. He's coming on pretty strong.
All right. And we rolling along pretty good, so if you want to go faster.
Yeah.
He can get near the wooded side.
Yeah, I just let him keep on going. Right. Ain't nothing in front of him, so he just.
Yeah. It makes a world of difference when you're not riding by yourself.
Oh yeah, I would have stopped about 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah, it's true.
I just stopped when I feel a little pain in my butt. Man, I just get on off this thing and stretch for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Jump back on and keep on going.
Like I said, if you need to stop at any time, just let me know. But I'll keep riding. But if you need to stop,
yeah, I know you the true long haul. I'm a long haul wannabe.
I'm a Caliente long haul. You the real long haul.
I got to build back up to being a long haul.
Yeah.
Cause I done lost my edge there a little bit.
Yeah, you do that when you get off the bike for a while. You lose your edge.
Yeah, I haven't been. Also, I just haven't been on any trips that add up. I used to go to my hometown, which is, I used to go there and back. That's a 300-mile round trip.
Right.
And I was on it more often, but sometimes I won't go nowhere but around town.
Right.
You can't build up that way.
No.
And let's get over Chris. Let's get this guy. He ain't nowhere near. He kind of near, but at least he'll know. See if he'll switch over.
He just trying to see where we riding. He ain't gonna try to pass. Yeah. Watch what I tell you.
I don't know. He been steadily catching up, but slowly.
He's catching up and he's trying to see where we riding.
Oh yeah.
But you know that he ain't changed lanes yet. He just back
ain't
there.
changed yet.
Nope. He just back there. He just want to see where we riding.
He got his cruise control set, but he is getting a little bit closer, but not enough. He don't look like he in passing mode. He might be going a mile or 2 faster than us. That's about it.
Road construction 3 miles. You was talking. I gave him enough time. He
we gonna get squares anyway.
Now he done come up now. See, I gave him enough time.
Yeah, he getting me. He coming up now. He's probably getting this. I'm gonna let him get a little closer.
Okay. We can go back over. Let him on.
Yeah, he got the head now.
Yeah, he.
If he don't get on there, we gonna get back in. He gonna have to go pass on the right hand side. Here he come. He coming through.
Well, I got a good little distance between me and the next vehicle, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Look like he on the phone.
Yeah, he back there. He probably watching Caliente videos, man.
Yeah, he filming.
Yeah, he probably watching Caliente videos. Yeah, I guarantee. Get their Goldwings out on the open road, man. They smooth as butter. Well, I've had several people to ask me after I posted the video, riding out west and things like that. I had several people ask me, do I think, basically they asked me, Chris, do you think a Harley would make it across the desert?
You think Harley would do what?
They asked me, do I believe that a Harley could make it across the desert going, cross country? And I believe it would. I know some of the, I'm not a Harley rider, so I can't speak for Harley. I do have a friend of mine that has a Harley. He has a newer Harley.
Right.
Some of the older Harleys are all air cooled. But the newer ones, I think they got cooling to the head. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they got a redesigned head.
Okay.
They got a cooler head the way they designed it.
Okay.
My son, he has an 18 or 19, I can't remember, 18. And his almost run as cool as my Goldwing. I feel less heat coming from his engine. Sometimes my Goldwing spits out a lot of heat.
Right.
It'll spit out some heat now in town. So his bike rides pretty cool for a Harley, but he has a new cooler heads and whatever. Right.
And so that's my point. I think the newer the newer Harleys are better. They have better cooling efficiency.
Oh, yeah, like I said,
in comparison to the older Harleys that just got air cooled only.
Right.
So I believe that a Harley can make it across the desert.
I know it can. People that went across there. I mean,
right.
It wasn't just Goldwings and BMWs that went across. Right. A whole bunch of Harleys that went across there.
Now, but the question becomes, do they have to? I owned a Harley once before, and my experience with the Harley was, which it was an older Harley, didn't have the redesigned heads or none of that.
Right.
If you were stuck in traffic, you probably want to cut it off. Because if it's air cool only. The only way you get air across that engine, across the fans, you got to be moving.
Right.
So as long as you was moving, you were good. Yeah. But if you got stuck in traffic, you had to shut it down. So could a Harley make it across the desert? I'm sure as long as it's not sitting still.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If you get into a serious traffic jam, I'm assuming you would have to turn the bike off.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the newer Harleys, but the older Harleys, yeah, you're going to have to shut them off because it's air cooled. It doesn't matter who manufactured the bike. If it's air cooled, that means the bike has to be moving in order to cool off. Right? So, but if it has the redesigned head, as you say,
right,
or it's coolant to the head, I'm not 100% sure, then you probably wouldn't have to stop. So, but yeah, I believe that to make it across, the question becomes, I guess that question should be, should I have to shut down in heavy traffic?
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe somebody out there that's got a Harley, the newer style Harley, can chime in and let me know. I'm not a Harley rider, so I don't want to be putting information out there. I don't like to just say stuff to hear myself talk. Well, most of the time I don't, but I don't like to talk about products if I don't know much about them. You know what I mean? So I can't really speak on a Harley because I don't have a Harley. My early experience with a Harley was it was air cooled only. I had to shut it down in traffic jams.
Right.
The newer Harleys, I don't know.
Yeah, and I go to a lot of parades, and you can really tell when they're in a parade that,
right,
you know, how the parade are real slow. So that's when you can tell the older ones from the newer ones. They gonna pull over. They have to get out of the parade because, you know.
Okay.
They can't go in the parade. Some of these parades are pretty long.
Right.
I see them just, hey, we got to pull over.
Right.
It's too long and, too slow.
So the older Harleys?
Yeah, the older ones. I mean, I don't mean real old. I'm talking about, I don't know when these new heads come out.
Right.
4, 5, 6 years ago. Whenever they come out with these new heads, maybe 6 years ago.
Right. Basically, if basically a Harley that doesn't, if it's air cooled only, you would have to shut down the heavy traffic jam.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll run hot. But if it's a newer style, I'm not 100% sure if it can be shut down in heavy traffic jams. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, or maybe you don't have to shut down as soon. I don't know. Maybe somebody can inform me, because I don't know everything. That I know, and that I don't. So we're riding with long haul out here on 57 northbound, en route to Effingham, Illinois. From there on to Terre Haute to Indianapolis.
I have a question for you, Chris. I know you know the answer to this. Do you think our clocks on the bike are going to switch over when we get to Indianapolis?
Hold on, let's say that again. You kind of broke up.
The clocks on our bikes, will they automatically switch over in Indianapolis?
I'm sorry. So you said now what switch over?
The clocks.
The clocks.
Yep, the clock.
Oh, okay. You know what? Well, let me answer this question. Let me answer it in the way I know how to answer. My phone is plugged into I'm using Apple CarPlay.
Oh, okay.
So I don't generally when I ride I'm using Apple CarPlay. So yeah, mine does. But if you're not using Apple CarPlay, would it switch over? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that it would, but I can't answer that question because 9 times out of 10 when I'm riding, I'm using Apple CarPlay.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not even sure if my clock is connected to Apple CarPlay.
But
I'm not even
I'm thinking it may be like, well, I can't even guess on it. Because now, everything's kind of hooked up with a satellite. It is automatic. I know my bike, my older bike, my old 9, it changes itself when daylight savings time.
Right.
Yeah, it'll switch over on its own.
Okay.
That's the old 9, so I'm sure these newer ones, they'll have some kind of internal clock that's going to make them switch over.
If I was a betting man, I would say it does switch over, but I'd never verified it. I mean, I always run my Apple CarPlay, so which mirrors my phone. So is that tied into the clock, or that's something totally separate? I'm not sure.
So that may be a question that you put out there to your viewers.
That's true.
Because even daylight savings, see, I didn't change the bike in daylight savings. It switched over by itself.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking. They got some kind of internal, that computer inside knows what's going on.
Right.
It knows when it's daylight, You know, if it knows all that stuff, it should know when it's going to, you know, how to switch over.
And it probably does. Like I said, if I was a betting man, I would say, yeah, it automatically switch over. But I hadn't verified. I never done that. So if anybody watching this video and you know whether the clock switch over automatically, you know, put it down in the comment section.
But I tell you what, Chris, we're going to find out before the day's over.
We'll find out because Long Haul don't use his Apple CarPlay.
Long Haul don't know how to use his Apple.
Long Haul, why you don't like using your Apple CarPlay?
No, I don't know what it's all about. I mean, you remember last time I came when I came up there to Memphis?
Right.
You hooked me up. It ain't been hooked up since. No, because I don't remember all them things you did.
Right.
Because you know you hooked me up last time. I don't even use my GPS on the bike.
On the bike, yeah. A lot of people don't. I'm surprised, but a lot of people don't. You're not the only one, that's for sure.
So,
now I tell you something about the Goldwing that I don't like. You know, people say you're always speaking highly of the Goldwing. What do you not like about the Goldwing? I'll tell you something I don't like about the Goldwing. I don't like that you have to connect your headset to the bike. I don't like that. I shouldn't have to connect my headset to the bike. You know, when I get in my vehicle, I don't have to connect my headset to the truck or to the car. I just plug my phone into the vehicle and it automatically brings up Apple CarPlay.
Oh, okay.
So I don't like that I have to pair my headset to the bike in order for my Apple CarPlay to work. Now some people say, well, it's like that because the bike don't have a microphone. Well, I may not want to use that feature anyway. Let me have that option, whether I want to use a microphone or not. But allow me to use my Apple CarPlay. I don't want to connect my headset to the bike. I want to connect my headset to the phone. Because if I connect my headset to the bike, just to get Apple CarPlay to work, when I get an incoming phone call, it goes through the bike. You follow me? So I don't need my headset connected to the bike. That should be my option. You know, it should be optional, not mandatory. My Apple CarPlay should work as long as I plug my phone into the bike. That's it. It shouldn't be where you got to pair your headset to the bike and then connect your phone to the bike. You shouldn't have to do that. You don't do it in your vehicle, you shouldn't have to do it on a bike. And if I need a microphone on the bike, then I can plug a microphone on the bike. But in the meanwhile, let me use my Apple CarPlay without having to connect my headset to the bike. I digress. So yeah, Mitch, that's what you have to do. You have to take your headset and pair it to the bike. And then once the one pops up on the dash, then you plug your phone into the bike. And then that should let you use your Apple CarPlay. But the problem becomes if you already got your headset paired to the phone and you already have it in Bluetooth mode and you plug it into the bike, now it's a conflict because now the headset is paired to the bike and your headset is paired to your phone and then you plug your phone into the bike and it's a conflict.
Right.
So it's stuff then the Apple CarPlay don't want to work. See, the bottom line is this. The takeaway from what I'm saying is I do not want to pair my headset to the bike. Not if I do it, I want it to be optional.
Right.
I want my Apple CarPlay or my Android Auto to work whether I have my headset plugged into the bike or not. The only thing that should be required is plug your phone to the bike. That's it. So hopefully Hunter's watching this video and hopefully they make that change.
Well, I think I heard him say something about that for the new 25, but like you say, I don't know if that's real or not real. But they claim that 25 is supposed to be able to do all that. They kind of upgraded that system. But I hear a lot of...
Let me ask you a question, Long Haul. Not to change the subject, but to change it just a little bit. What's the difference between having an 8-cylinder VCT motor or a 6-cylinder DCT motor? What's more attractive about the 8-cylinder as opposed to a 6-cylinder?
Well, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm trying to think on that. I'm trying to put the correct. I can't tell you what I really was thinking, but I'll tell you when we off the air. But anyway.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I think. I mean, it sounds good having an 8-cylinder DCT motor.
Right.
But it's going to burn more fuel.
Yeah.
Which is going to require you to have a bigger tank. So it sounds good in theory, and it is good to have a big 8-cylinder engine. But it's going to require more fuel.
I'm thinking they're building it for an ego purpose only. It's the ego, you know. Everybody wants bigger. They want V12s now, you know.
Right, but when it comes to practicality, not that 8-cylinder wouldn't be good, but remember what I said. There's always a disadvantage to everything.
Right.
So yeah, the advantage would be, well, I have more pulling power. Would it really matter if you're not pulling the trailer? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're going to burn more fuel. That's just like if you got a 6.2-liter pickup truck as opposed to a regular 5.2-liter pickup truck. You're going to burn more fuel. The bigger the motor, the bigger the fuel. The heavier an object is, the more fuel it takes to move that object. This is like a tractor trailer. We're only getting about 7 miles a gallon. That's because it's so heavy. The heavier that an object is, the more fuel that it requires to move that object.
Hey, excuse me, Chris. Look at that sign up there. That gas prices.
371.
Is that a mistake or what?
Well,
for regular.
As you go north, the prices increase.
That much? We got it for under $3. We got it for under $3 at Boomland.
Well, location has a lot to do with it. You know, the farther away from a refinery or a gasoline storage facility, the more it's going to cost. You know, if it's in a rural area, it probably costs you a little bit more than if you're in a heavy populated area.
I just didn't know they cost that. That's a big difference right there. That's almost $1 different than back in Texas. I get it for $2.81 1 mile from my house for $2.81 at Sam's. And I'm gonna pay $1 more a gallon up here, 90 cents. That sounds a pretty steep change right there.
Yeah. That's the negative side. Let me give you the positive side. Remember, there's always a positive and a negative.
What's the positive for that?
The positive side is your motorcycle don't have a very big tank. That's the positive side. So there's always a positive and there's a negative.
Hey, the positive
side, the price of,
I think the positive side is you the one that owned the gas station. That's a good positive.
That's true.
Yeah, if you own it, that's a good positive.
That's true. If you own the gas station, that's even better.
If you're the consumer, I don't think so.
Yeah. Hey, don't go out to California.
Oh, I didn't see them. I'll see your videos.
Dude, man, coming in the bar store, it was like $6 a gallon.
I was like, God dang.
I said the negative side, the gas is high. The positive side, that we got small gas tanks. Remember what I said? The bigger an object is, the bigger the object is, the more fuel you're moving. So if you got a car, you're gonna have a bigger tank, which means your bill gonna be higher. Now but there's an electric vehicle. That's a positive. There's a positive. I don't have to buy fuel.
I don't know, but I think the electricity is gonna be higher too. Hey, that electricity ain't free. Them electric cars, that ain't free.
Right. But
they pay something. I don't know what they pay for hooking it up.
But the negative side, if you got to replace that battery, you're gonna have to buy a whole nother car almost.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
So I mean, there's a positive and there's a negative.
That's where that good warranty comes in at.
Yeah, but remember, certain warranties don't cover batteries. Or if they do, it may be for a limited time. Because think about it. If you buy if your battery ain't, it don't have the same warranty as the vehicle.
No.
Just like your brake pads. Your brake pads don't have the same warranty. Matter of fact, I don't even think they warranty your brake pads. If they do, it's a limited warranty.
Yeah, 90 days.
now, like the calipers will be warranted, but them brake pads, anything that wears down, brake pads, tires, belts, anything that wears down, you're gonna have a limited warranty on it, if at all. But if something don't break down as much, they'll give you a longer warranty on this, or something that doesn't move. Shoulder closed. It's hot, man. It's 89 degrees right now.
I feel I'm going to getting ready to say about 2 seconds. I said, this sun on my back. I can feel it on my back.
It's feeling Yeah, it's getting hot, man. I mean, we started out good. I mean, it ain't real hot, but...
Well, I just jumped to 90 right now. What you got?
90? Mine just jumped to 90. It did. It was 89, just jumped to 90.
Yeah, just jumped to 90. As we starting to talk about it, huh?
Yeah. Like, why am I getting hot and thirsty?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel it. I think it's on that plastic cover I got on my backpack back here, on my luggage. It's really heating up. I can really feel that heat.
The Texas heat. Do we need to stop, or are we good?
Yeah, what we got coming up there? I don't mind stopping for a few minutes.
All right, we'll stop.
I'm a little thirsty. We've been on the road. I gotta start monitoring how long we've been on the road each time.
Camping RV. Well, I don't know if this. Yeah, we should have something coming up here.
Yeah, I mean, it don't have to be. When I say stop, it's whatever's convenient when you find something.
Yeah, we'll stop. We'll stop and stop off.
Yeah.
And, I looked at we still 100 miles from Effingham.
Dang.
110.
Well, how far is Indianapolis? Well, we've been on the road.
Probably about 200 and some miles.
Oh, no, not that far. We didn't want more than 100 miles.
Well,
we left over 200 miles, I know.
From Memphis to Indianapolis is almost 500 miles. Almost.
Yeah, I think my son said 430 to his house. It's 430 to his house.
Right. But I'm saying from Memphis to Indianapolis is almost 500. So let's just round it out to 5. It's about 460, 470. But let's just round it out to 500.
Yeah.
So half of 500 is 250.
Dang.
So how far is it from Memphis to Effingham? Because from Memphis to Sikeston, Missouri is only 130 some miles.
Yeah.
So you had to drive another 100 miles.
I just thought it was little. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I know it's over 600.
We'll go to the next. Is the next section? We'll go to the next section.
No, it's right here. It looks like.
I see a gas.
Oh yeah, I see one right there, but it's.
I'd rather go to that one. I mean,
yeah. It don't matter which one.
We'll go.
It looks like it's less. That one like it took it around a big loop.
Right.
I don't know if this one right on the side of the road or.
Yeah, it's off. I see the signs.
Get the sun on my back, just give me a little refresh. Because when I refresh like that, I can go a lot easier. But when I get to the point where I'm starting to hurt, and every mile is agonizing. Like I said, I haven't built up to my long haul name yet. I probably will on the way back. I should be back to long haul.
We got an exit coming up.
Okay.
I see the sign.
So I'm gonna get blocked by this truck. I can't read it, but you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Well, there might not be many more after this one, because I think what I did was I kept saying, well, let me go to the next one. But when you pass these two up, you might be in worlds of trouble.
59, exit 59, yeah, that's true. Good stuff at exit 59.
I played that game and it's like, man, I know I should have went over there.
Yeah, that's the only thing about 57. There's not an abundance of gas station stops.
Or little towns either.
Right.
Yeah, it's creeping on up. I'm at 91 now. 91 the temperature. 91 degrees.
Right.
I thought they said it won't cool down. I thought it was going to be in the 80s.
Make you gonna miss the exit. I gotta watch the truck. Let's see. Stay over there. Stay over there, long haul. Stay over there.
Yeah, we'll see
what. The one coming up here, 59.
Yeah, that's a hospital sign, so it ain't for. Yeah, it's right here. I can see it. I ain't never seen a sign that said a third of a mile.
Right.
That sign back here said a third of a mile to this next exit. A third. I ain't never seen one say a third.
Yeah, we'll get out here on 59.
Yeah, get off here now. Yeah, it took me a little while to recoup last night. Yeah, I was hurting. I couldn't even lay down and rest. I was hurting so bad.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think twice about going to Beale Street.
Yeah, so forget that, huh? You want to stop at the Stuckies right here?
Yeah, it don't matter. Whichever. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna tell you a story about this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you a story. You see those little people back there? There used to be more than that. I think is that the ones? Yeah, there was a whole bunch of statues back there. And which one, me and my son switched over, and we had the family in there. And those little soldiers back there, it was the middle of the night, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
I'm finna turn around. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Which side you going? I'm gonna go on the other side.
I'm gonna get on the other side too, cause
okay, I'm gonna go on this side. I'll go on this side then.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was finna get this one right here to get in the shade.
Yeah, well, I'm in the shade. I squeeze over.
You said about 2 in the morning, something?
Okay, hold on. I'll tell you. Yeah, we switched right here at this thing. I was driving. I drove all the way from Texas. And we switched to this parking like 2 o'clock in the morning. Wasn't nowhere. This thing closed. There was nothing there. And we saw them little soldier people right there, me and my son at the same time. We got out, it was dark. It was more than those. It was a lot more people out there.
Right.
The little statues. But we hurried up and got in the vehicle. We switched.
You thought you was in a sundown town.
Yeah, I saw them little people standing there with statues. But you see that one right there? You see that one right there? Those little horses and stuff on the other side of the road right there. Ooh.
Yeah, I saw.
Well, see that at 2 o'clock in the morning when ain't nobody in the station, we just went here to switch over.
Right.
You know, shoot, we heard
them
in the vehicle. Because them little soldiers back there, we thought the people would start moving.
You thought you was in a sundown town.
Get out, man.
Yeah, get out town. You thought they were gonna get you, man.